Okay, how's it going, everybody? So we're going to read some more Engels today. This is, let's see, this was written in 1845. This is, let's see, so this is the condemnation of the Paris Carpenters, but the whole title says Victoria's visit the Royals at the quote Royals end quote at loggerheads row betwixt Vic and the German bourgeoisie. For short, it just says the condemnation of the Paris Carpenters. So let's go ahead and get into this. Not a very long read at all. Let's see. This was written in. It was written between September 14th, 1845. So let's go ahead and get into it. Your little queen has made a pretty mess of her visit to the Prussians. She treated the king, Frederick William IV, with such contempt that he was glad to get rid of her, and showed that very plainly after her departure. The middle classes, too, are highly incensed at the contemptuous way that she treated the daughters of the haute bourgeoisie of Cologne. The daughter of the mayor of Cologne had to present her majesty with a cup of tea, and Vic took not the cup because touched by the hand of one not noble, and Vic took not the cup because touched by the hand of one not, quote, noble. One, she only took the spoon, and with it sipped the tea, and at the same time turning her head aside, and treating the girl with the most marked contempt. The poor girl stood trembling awfully, not knowing whether to stand or to go away. Served her right, these purse-proud bourgeois, with all their cunning, are with their worship of kings and queens, but spoons after all, and as such deserve to be treated. Your queen carried her contempt so far as to rouse what little spirit they possessed to show some resistance. She had subscribed $3,500 to the building fund of the Cologne Cathedral, and the insulted bourgeois of Cologne got up a meeting to discuss the propriety of returning her the money. The meeting was dispersed by the police and military. I hear, however, that they still contemplate subscribing the money amongst themselves, and sending it to England or Ireland. To relieve your starving poor, I hope they will do so. John Bull has been made to bleed pretty freely for blood-sucking German princes, and it is only fair that the German bourgeoisie should return a little of what poor John has been shamefully drained. The marked contempt with which your queen treated our precious king and his court arose, I hear, from the fact of the limping Queen Elizabeth of Prussia refusing the arm of Prince Albert and preferring that of Archduke Frederick at Austria, as being of higher birth. It is very comical to see these princes at loggerheads amongst themselves, and the bourgeoisie at loggerheads with the princes. All the time, not seeing the movement arising in the lowest depths around them, not seeing their danger until too late. You never gave in the Star the judgment of the Paris Tribunal against the Carpenters, on strike, accused of combination, Vincent. The chief, let me read this all again. You never gave in the Star the judgment of the Paris Tribunal against the Carpenters on strike, accused of combination. Vincent, the chief, was sentenced to 3 years, 2 others to a year, some more to 6 months. I believe imprisonment. However, they are keeping out at least those whose masters won't give way. 2/3 of the masters have acceded to the workmen's demands, and in consequence of the above sentence, the sawyers, sieurs along, and other trades connected with building, have turned out too. This affair does a tremendous deal of good. Okay, so yeah, that's by Frederick Engels. That was the condemnation of the Paris Carpenters. Okay, well, thank y'all for tuning in. This is Marxist off Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr, Medium. Y'all hit me up there. Y'all have a great day, and Dodaragoy.